If you're watching this VOD, right, if you're here with this VOD right now, know that it is 10:20 p.m. for me, and I just want to play some Tetris. And I've never played the entire thing in one sitting, and if I manage to do it today, lit. If not, we'll see where it goes. Yeah, legitimately, 10:20 p.m. Not usually a time I'd stream. I don't think we'll have anyone come in through the chat. Which chill, because I don't feel like listening to YouTube videos, which is what I normally do when I just relax on a Friday. So we're just gonna play some Tetris, because I played Tetris on the stream. If you can see the channel like a couple days ago when I was playing. Oh fuck! Shit! Quit. Oh my god. Can you tell I'm tired? Not really. Maybe not. Jesus Christ. What a way to be relaxed, huh? What a good start to relaxation. Not gonna lie, this is not my favorite level. I don't even like playing this level a lot. I only played it because it was the first level that was available. I just want to see if my little brain can do the entire level with just Tetrises. Hey, that's how you curse yourself here, by giving yourself expectations. Oh my god. Oh, it's R2. It's R2. Fuck, we didn't even give ourselves... Oh, shit, fine. Let's bring it to the top. Okay, fine. If we're in this mode thing, we'll... I don't even remember what it's called. Yeah, if we're in this mode thing, then we'll do it. We'll do it, but everything else... Oh, we can't even... We fucked it. The combo gone. Oh my lord. You ever see a grown-ass man lose his mind on Tetris? Yeah, legitimately, I would play 2K. I would just play 2K and just put it up there, but... Like, I don't want to bring that vibe over here for some reason. Yep, the Nier Automata level. I only say that because it looks like the UI, or the screen, the pause menu. Goddamn. Words are hard. Oh my god. Why? Why now? Of all the times. Why did we decide now? That wasn't too bad. Oh no. I don't like the rap. I'm not here for the rap. Let's finish this quick. 6 lines. 6 lines. 3 lines. 2 lines. 1 line. Yeah, fuck that. I was at the level. Oh no, it's not. Okay, cool. Alright, the fire beat stage. Do I stream when I wake up tomorrow? Maybe. Honestly, these like quiet streams would be so good to just start doing the podcast again. Just set it at a time of night where nobody watches. You know what I mean? Like, and just rant about whatever thing that goes in my brain. Just talk. I have scripts ready. Or not even scripts, like I have essays ready. Essays about the games that I've played before, general life stuff. I have this thing called Godblocked, where essentially the idea of that episode for the podcast would have been explaining... Okay, so okay, I'll just run through it with nobody right now. So the idea of Godblocked all came from an interaction I had with a YouTuber poet that I really like. I love her poetry. Her videos got me into writing my own poetry when I was, you know, kind of in a mental state that isn't the... Oh, Jesus, that wasn't a healthy mental state. But like, yeah, I wasn't in a very good mental state. I decided to do and write poetry. And as evidence of my poetry Instagram account, which is kind of not even active anymore, it wasn't a very good like time. Like I still write poems, like on this stream. We still write some poetry here, but I haven't written like sat down and written any poems for myself, or written any poems for fun, or written any poems for like a good time. Anyway, she was explaining on one of her posts about how she essentially. Oh, I like this one. This one's a fun one. It makes my brain go weird when I hear the voices. It's very distracting. Whoa. Knit, go to bed. But also, hello. I also should be going to bed, but it's a Friday and my brain just doesn't want to. I hope your insomnia isn't too bad tonight. And maybe if I don't yell, you could just leave this on and go to sleep with that. Well, that usually like works for me. Legitimately, I did not expect anyone to be here. It's Thursday. Oh god, you probably have stuff to do tomorrow. Yeah. Just listen to the rambles, I guess. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, being Godblocked. Okay, so she posted on her Instagram of this whole event where she went on a date with a dude and hung out with someone to find out that he only accepted going out on this date or this hangout, best level in the game. Basically just went out on this hangout because he wanted to convert her into his religion. And she lives in the States, so y'all know that's probably some sort of Christian sect that is really just focused to be born and bred in America. Like, you know, sure, do your own thing, but it was so strange to have that, like, experience go down, where she thought she was, you know, meeting a decent dude and was there to hang out because the dude was also, like, kinda into her, but really, the dude was just trying to convert her. And I've had that experience too, which was crazy to me, because I'm a dude, and usually it's the dudes who are trying to convert people into the religion and not the lady. We say God-blocked because we thought it was an opportunity for love and connection, but, you know, God, or the religion, essentially stopped us from continuing on that connection and having to stop. You know what I mean? Like, it's a weird way to put it, because it seems like your goal was God, but it's not. Anyway, so yeah, her thing was they went on a coffee date, and she thought that, you know, this would have been a really cute dude, everything was kind of chill, and they were vibing pretty hard, and it was all real nice and well and swell, and everything was going great. It's sad, but it's like, man, it's really funny that these types of situations do happen to people. Like, this is the world now. Back then, you would have been shunned or yelled at for not being part of a religion. Now you gotta take people out on a date just to be part of that religion. So my journey with that was not even like that long. Or that, sorry, my journey with being God-blocked has been so much more extended than the YouTuber poet that I followed. She probably hates being called a poet, YouTuber. No, she probably hates being called a poet. No, a YouTuber. Because I think she would rather her writing be a thing. I'm still trying to wait and read her book. I haven't had time. Actually, no, that's a lie. I haven't had the mental capacity to just sit down and listen to it. I've had the time, just not the brain for that. Anyway, so I was hanging out with this girl back in what we call in New Zealand intermediate, and I had a very small crush on her. Very small, because I was crushing on someone else real hard at the time. Really hard, that it was a very unhealthy crush. So the girl that I was crushing on tiny bit, she was like a very supportive friend, always there for you, always there to talk. Especially at the time when you're in intermediate or like middle school and you're going through the motions of emotion, you know, a good person to just feel like you're being listened to. You got to be in the perfect mindset to take in poetry. Well, her book isn't a poetry book, but yes, you do. I do fully agree. You have to be in the mindset to be partaking and listening to poetry. So yeah, this girl, we should call her something. We'll call her Daisy. So Daisy used to hang out because we were in the same classes. We had this whole thing in our intermediate, is what we call middle school, where we would be in separate blocks for the entire. Oh Jesus! We'd be in separate blocks or buildings, and that would be the class or the group of people you'd hang out with for the entire 2 years of middle school. So for us, it's middle school for 2 years, and then we go over to the state. We go over to high school for 5. So yeah, I like keep up with her a little bit in high school. I get real weird and I just like hang out with myself in high school, and I do this type of thing, you know, I hang out with my friends and I play games, and Friday nights I usually set because I'm not allowed to play games during the weekday. So we're just doing that, hanging out. She invites me one of these, like on a random whim, while I'm talking to her, to go to her church group and to hang out and, you know, see where this is, you know, just hang out and like catch up because I haven't seen her in a while. Like we could be closer friends, you know, all that type of stuff when you're in school, you know, opening up that realm again and seeing if you could hang out. Teaspoon. I don't know how to teaspoon properly, but I did that well there. Anyway, I go in and I'm like, cool, I'll go support. This seems like a chill time. Whatever. Like, I haven't seen Daisy in ages, so let's just go. Let's just go. This will be fun. I go, and look. So I've had my fair share of experiences with church groups before, you know, and I've been to those church groups where it's like, it's a fun little social thing, and no one's really there for the Jesus stuff. Everyone's just there to hang out and, you know, be around people their age. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. You know what I mean? Like, it was I thought it was gonna be one of those scenarios. Because that was quite common growing up for me. I was just being pulled into random church group stuff because my friends wanted to go, or my brother wanted to go, and everything was there. But then, this one was not normal. So if you've ever been to a Catholic church, you would know that, you know, going to Mass is not a fun social experience. It's I sit there for an hour, listen to the gospel, and, you know, essentially it's like a poetry slam. You sit and listen, you take in what's being said, and then you carry on, and then maybe socialize afterwards. It was just like that, but as soon as I walked into the rec center that they hired out to do the stuff here, they separated us. And not like separated us because we were being loud or obnoxious and people were trying to, you know, listen to the word that was being spoken, but they separated us by male and female. So half the congregation would be sorted and like literally split down the middle, dudes on one side and ladies on the other. And I'm just sitting there being like, this is the only Daisy's the only person I know. She invited me. You're expecting me to sit down next to some random people? Some random dudes who are all dressed in suits and button polo, you know, button-up shirts, polo shirts, button-up. And I'm there like, oh, weird. I guess I'll go with it. Because maybe it's just a quick little sermon thing. I can sit and hang out and then, you know, go about and just hang out afterwards with all the people my age. I look around after maybe an hour of listening to the sermon and I don't see people my age at all. Because I was paying attention. I wanted to give it a shot, you know. I want to see what their perspective was and how they approached this whole religious, you know, thing. Or religion thing, and then, you know, see what make an informed decision after giving it a shot. Oh boy, it was just not my cup of tea at all. They're very much condemning all of the things that I enjoy, like video games and food, and, you know, R18 rated pleasures in life, like alcohol and stuff like that. You know what I mean. But I do get to catch up with Daisy at the end and be like, okay, you know, like we have like a decent chat about life and what's going on, and how high school's been treating them. Love that open-minded approach, though. I was a child, and I'm glad that I was open-minded because I'm glad I listened. Because a lot of people don't listen to people. So I'm actually very proud of myself that I gave it a shot. But I rejected it as soon as I figured out it wasn't for me, which is, I think, a fair enough thing to do. It's a fair enough decision for a young lad who kind of just wants to, who's like essentially touch-starved. Anyway, so that was the first night of the church thing, and I'm like, alright, cool, maybe not going back, but I still do want to hang out with Daisy, because she's, you know, very nice, and like I like talking to her and shit. So yeah, a couple months go by and I'm just sitting there. I get another message from Daisy, and then she's like, oh, I have this play. Are you down to come and support me? This will be a really cool thing. I've got a role in it, and I just would love to have some friends over and come watch it. And I'm like, cool, it's a play, it's being held at my high school, maybe it's like a school project or whatever. And this is me knowing, okay, now that I'm older, I need to just know and ask what the situation is going to be like. I think this is where some of my like anxious habits formed, because I just said yes, and I was willing to be like, I'll support and let's go. And nowadays, if there's a thing that's happening, I kind of have to ask details of like, who's going to be there, what is going to happen, what, like, help me settle expectations for me, because it's a lot for my brain sometimes to not know what's going to happen. So I ask her, I don't even ask her, sorry, I'm like, yeah, cool, I'll go and show, and then I hang out, we go have dinner at her house, she brings a friend, I make friends with her, we'll call her Bella or something, I don't know, and I'm like, cool, this is fun, and then I go, and I'm like, alright, it's my high school auditorium, very, you know, familiar space, very relaxed, and, you know, environment for me because I'm very comfortable in it, so I'm like, everything seems chill here. Cool, this is lit. And to my surprise, Bella and I get to sit next to each other, and I'm like, oh, we don't have to be separated. They're not separating us by our, you know, our gender or our sex. Like, we can actually sit next to each other and like have a conversation and shit, and like go about and see what's up. But the whole time, it was the play that they were doing was a whole, you know, like, again, not my cup of tea, but I understand how people see it. But I struggle with that, lol. I just got along without knowing anyone. It can be a lot of uncomfortable exit. Yeah, it can be very weird. And like, sometimes you don't really want to extend yourself because you're scared of what's gonna happen. You're scared of the situation and you don't know if it's a safe place for you to, you know, be yourself. And that's what I felt when I was at that church thing, because a lot of the things that I do would be things that they, you know, look down upon. Like the simple act of like masturbation or something would have been like the most horrendous thing that they could like think about or talk about or not even discuss, but just shun straight away. Anyway, the whole play was just, you know, examples of how to live a good Christian life. And again, it ain't for me, like, at all. And I just sat there being like, why am I here? This feels like a waste of time. But then I realized, nope, I'm supporting a friend. Like, I know I'm gonna get into some weird shit in the future, and I want my friends to support me and be there for me. And I'm like, yeah, it's chill, you know, that's good, it's fine. And it, you know, I think going to that put some good karma out into the universe, because I've had my friends come visit me and watch me wrestle, like pro wrestling, something that a lot of the world does not understand, but my friends were so willing to just support me and come watch the show. So good karma there, I would like to say. the thing that like annoyed me the most was that Daisy didn't even have like a big role. Her role was just holding a sign while the two main characters did their thing. And I was like, oh my god. I was dragged to another she dragged me into another thing where I wasted my entire evening when I could have just been doing things that I wanted to, which was play games and hang out with my other friends. I was in another situation. I was just sitting there, like, I was appalled with my decision making and frustrated because now people have recognized who I am and who my dad was, and my dad's a pretty prominent figure in the Filipino community here. So now my parents think, oh, is my son trying to jump religion? What is happening? Where are we going? But then I really was just trying to hang out with a girl the whole time, so I couldn't explain that to them because it sounds so desperate, which it was, let's be real. Ugh. And I was like, alright, this sucks, but at least I made a friend in Bella, right? Bella was a good time. She very much was a nice individual to hang out with and be like, why are we here? This doesn't feel right. What the actual fuck? So she was perfect for that situation. Like, perfect. And I wanted to hang out with her more, but I was too much of a weirdo to fucking do anything. Or even, like, know how to make proper friends with new people, so that, you know, clearly didn't work out there as a friendship. Hold on. Sorry, let's sort of fix this. Nice. So, yeah, I'm like, cool. Nice, this is weird. Maybe let's stop hanging out with her. Like, what the fuck? This is 2 times in a row that I've been brought to a situation and I've had to be essentially, like, I felt like I was just trying to be pushed into joining this religion or this religious sect, and I was like, honey, no thank you. So the 3rd time that it happened, yo, Nits, like, it happened 3 times. How desperate was this boy to just get someone to hold his hand? Fucking way too desperate. 3 times I went to this church group. Well, to be fair, 3 times I went to hang out with this girl, but ended up being at the church group, so, you know. I'm not gonna put the blame fully on Daisy, and I'm not gonna put the blame fully on myself. It was both self-sabotage, but also sabotage. I get invited to dinner. For me, it's always hard to tell the real touches of super religious people, especially Catholic and Christian, I guess. That's very true. But I think that also comes from the perspective of them wanting to have a partner who is part of their religion so that they don't have to make huge changes, you know? It's just like how people back then, when I say back then, like before people started to denounce religion and before like religion wasn't such a normal thing in the Western culture, or when atheism, I guess, was starting to become a thing. Ghosts, baby. No, what do you call it? I think that's just them wanting to find a partner who will fit in the same lifestyle. And, like, I don't blame them for that, right? Like, maybe Daisy did have, like, a crush on me as well, and maybe she was just trying to make sure that I was part of the religion first before we could explore, like, a relationship. Which, again, I see that as, like, a very fair option, because you want to make sure that you're with the people that you want to be with and that your family is accepting of your people, or your partner. Very fair. I just can't believe how she brought me in 3 times. 3 times in this situation. And the thing was, the 3rd time was, the selling on the 3rd one was, hey, I've got a little nice barbecue dinner event, you should come hang. Like, obviously not the exact wording, because, you know, I would have made noise nice about it if it was. But that was like the vibe that we got at the time, or the vibe that I got at the time, because they were like, yeah, Bella's gonna come and hang out as well, and you know, it'd be lit if you guys would come over. Maybe she'd like me help you convert for her. Yeah, I think that was. Look, wishful thinking me is like, okay, maybe she did have a crush on me and I wanted me to convert. But also, there's that idea of I'm not that important. maybe she didn't have a crush on me and just didn't have that many friends there, so she wanted to convert some friends over, which is why Bella was present. But like, wishful thinking also makes me say like, yeah, maybe she did have a crush on me. Oh, we don't have a mod here today. So that's like a point there, but I just wasn't willing, man. I was struggling with my perception of Catholicism at the time, and I'm a Catholic. So going into that type of seeing like Christian people try to hide the fact that it's a Christian event and say that it's just an event really just put me off even further from religion. Because the fact that you're essentially sworn into some religions from birth really just doesn't sit well with me. I mean, yeah, I understand that even Catholicism has events like confirmation, where you make the decision, but even then, I'm not old enough to make that decision. Like, bruh, I could barely figure out what clothes to wear if I had Mufti Day at school. Mufti Day is like wearing whatever clothes you wanted, because we used to wear uniforms. That's what we called just normal casual clothes thing. So like, how am I, you know, how am I of the right mind to make a decision that I'm gonna swear my life to this religion if I can't even make those decisions? And then people get mad at me for leaving the, not leaving, but like not going in and going to mass because I made a more informed decision as I got older. You know, like, confirmation is fine. I like the idea of confirmation, but like, do it when you're 18. Do it when you're older. We have to make all these decisions, such as drinking and, I mean, driving even at 16. Like, why can't we just push that as well? Why can't we push the devotion of our life to a certain God when we are older? But that's like, again, with a lot of stigma of how the society works, and you want to be part of the society, and so your parents don't want you to be extradited or taken away from the society, so they have that pressure to make sure that you're also following rules, or else they'll be bad parents, and you know, there's a lot of stuff there. I kind of have problems about children being raised in a certain religion. I think definitely should be a decision made as an adult. I totally feel that. I totally feel that. Also, what's up, Lazy Potato? How are you? We're talking about how I was invited to a lot of things by one girl to be potentially converted to her religion, which was quite fun. No, it was not fun. It's not fun. Let's not lie. Let's not lie. Let's not lie. It's a Friday night. Let's not lie. And yeah, it's a Friday night for me. I live in New Zealand. But yeah, it's just, you know, we get governed to make decisions about our way to live. Why is religion one that they can make a decision for us? You know what I'm saying? And you tell people to like grow up and do whatever, and then when they do grow up and make their own decisions, you get not much dude, just watching some Tetris plays. Nice. Oh shit. See, I'm not very good. I'm a very casual boy when it comes to Tetris, but I very much love Tetris. I think Tetris is like, swear to God, one of the greatest forms of video games, because it's so simple and it's repetitive as fuck, but not at the same time. Anyway. Yeah, I live in Auckland. What's it like being COVID free? Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm very blessed. I'm not gonna say anything else but that, because I'm part of the large group of people in this goddamn country who was patient with the lockdowns, took it seriously. You know, it's just nice to be in a country that wanted to do that and was capable of doing that. Like, again, I understand that we have less people. You know, we don't have that many people in this country, but we all did it, and it's still something that we can be proud of. We do still get lockdowns. We're not perfect. There are instances where the people at the border who are controlling our borders get sick. But it's chill. Personally, like, I'm in a great spot in my life. I'm very privileged in what I have, so I'm not as heavily affected when it comes to lockdowns. But I understand people do, you know, there's a lot of struggle there for some people to just make a living and make sure that they can feed their kids. So I understand. I'm coming from a very privileged position. I went there for like 3 days once, bought a sheep postcards, and went to the arcade. Nice. Our arcades are not very good. We're very much, if you go here for a holiday, you're here for the sights and the sounds, not really here for the party culture and seeing what's there. Everything closes at 6. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Unless it's like a Thursday or a Friday or a Saturday. Those are the only days where, like, things are open-ish. I even say ish because malls close at like 6 on a Friday. The only things that are open are like late night stuff, like clubs and bars, etc. Same in Aussie, yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Our grade is progressively getting worse. Not too bad. It was crazy, everything closed at like 5. Yeah. Yeah. People actually just go home. It's so strange for a lot of people. One of my workmates actually despises the fact that things close so early. He's from a country where the nightlife is essential. And I understand, I get that. But in my brain, I'm like, it's 10 o'clock. I don't want to hang out too long. I want to go home and sleep. But like, I also can do that, and if I lived in this country, right? Like, if I was living and thriving in this country, I could just go home and sleep. I don't need to be part of the nightlife. That's just a decision I make. My drops per second, I have no clue. I've never actually measured that. Is there like a website that I can go up and measure my drops per second? I'm sure one of those Tetris battle sites, or like the multiplayer Tetris websites, can provide me with answers. Or does it also show here in Tetris Effect? I don't know. Oh, I don't remember this one. I finished the game before, but like, or the exploration mode. I don't remember this one though. Is that a moth? Do I have a moth in the room? Yeah, there's a moth in the room. God damn it. Okay, can you fuck off? Just politely. Hold on. Reminds me of Celeste. I assumed it can be shown in the Tetris game itself, but can be found more on the website. There's probably somewhere or something that I can look at here. I know it's probably not going to be very high. And like, okay. I'm not the worst Tetris player in the world, but I'm also not hardcore into it as some people are. I just like pulling up this game once in a while. Or like even on Sundays when I can do the community thing and just be a part of it. Oh shit. Hey, thanks Lazy Potato, I appreciate that. I'm grateful to follow. I played is it Tetrio? Not Tetrio, what's it called? Yeah, it is Tetrio. I played Tetrio on stream a couple times before, and don't know if I'll be doing that much because I just got people coming in to flex their skills and make sure that they feel good about their own Tetris abilities. It wasn't as fun. I just, you know, I pulled it up so I could play with some viewers and hang out and just be a bit brain dead for a bit and just let, you know, just let the pretty blocks do its thing. Instead I just got some dudes being like, hey, let's start a game. Come on, come on, come on, start this game. I need to show you that I'm good at Tetris. Which, not the vibe. Not the vibe. Like, yeah, I get it, you're good at Tetris. But like, relax. We're here to just relax. I think you play quite well, like more than average Tetris players. Well, okay, but I'm still, you know, I appreciate that, and I understand that I do understand a little bit more than the normal player. I just don't like I just don't like going around being like, like, what? Look at me play Tetris. And I know, look, listen, I know how dumb that sounds because I'm streaming, but I like this because it's a relaxing thing. Oh shit. But I do want to learn. I do want to learn how to do T-spins a little better. Or like plan out my placement so that my T-spins, or like I can set myself up for T-spins. Oh, son of a bitch. I was watching this TikTok days ago, and it showed this chick who set up, like, it was the movement of a T-spin. You know how when you put a Tetris block down and then you can adjust it to fit in a space, but she was doing it for the long pieces. Or is it I don't know if it's called like an I-spin or something. What the hell? I do not, my brain just could not comprehend what the fuck I was watching. It was that trend of, do something in your, like, hobby that makes a, oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh, shit. Fuck, wasted all the points. Like, do something in your hobby that a novice would think is cool, what an intermediate player would think is cool, what an expert player would think is cool. So I saw, you know, the T-spins for, like, novice people, or like getting a Tetris for beginners, T-spin for novices, you know, and then like full clears for, I would even say intermediate players. Anyway, they were doing these I-spins, and my brain was just not there. It was there for it, I was very much impressed, and I was like, oh shit, this is lit, but I just could not figure out even how to. I mean, then again, that probably comes if I knew how to set up a T-spin, I could probably set up an I-spin. You know, I think that's just like the layer of skills that I have to go down through. It was crazy cool. Okay, not a fan of the level. Or that placement. I'm glad we chose Tetris today. I'm very glad. This is probably going to happen way more when I have my own space. And when I say way more, like, it's just random stream times. Because to let you know, Potato, I normally stream, like, what time is it now? Like 3... Well, I normally end stream 3 hours before now. So it's currently 11:04 p.m. I normally end streams, well, because I got a job, I normally end streams at around 8. So I start streaming at like 6 my time, 5 or 6 my time. Oh, come on. What else was something that I wanted to do in my podcast? Oh man, I really wanted to talk about The Last of Us 2. That was a crazy experience. If you guys are like haven't played it yet, or you don't want it spoiled, do let me know before I jump into it. But I have thoughts, man. I have thoughts on that game, and I really love the series. I want to start off there. I really love the series. Last of Us 1 was one of my greatest games of all time. Oh, Rika, hello. I gotta go, dude. It's been a pleasure. Potato, I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. What's up, Rika? You too, man. Take care. Or dude, sorry, I didn't mean to gender. Just dying, same old. Oof. I feel you, buddy. I feel you. I'm doing alright. Quite a late night stream for me. Just felt like playing. Work was pretty good today. I had a dinner with a friend after work, which was fun. And things are kind of looking up at work, which is nice. It's very, very cool. Because I'm still approaching some of the days by just getting past the day, trying to work through it. If you play Apex, please carry me. I'm so bad. Dog, I'm sorry. I don't touch those games. Not because they're like gross or anything. I'm just bad at them. The only FPS I ever played like proper, and I took like a full-on interest, was actually like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops. What else was there? What else did I play in high school? I think it was the main two ones. And then Overwatch. I jumped into Overwatch when it first came out really hard. Like to the point where like I pre-ordered the game. If anyone knows, I have the Soldier 76 statue, the first one that they like released. And I have like the day one release box thing and everything. I feel so dumb for having it because I don't play anymore. I used to. I would pop in and out for like funsies games. I need to focus. You T-spun there, but alright, good night, Nits. Thank you for listening to my rambles about being God-blocked. Oof. Where were we eating? What were we eating? What's really funny is that one of my first ever, or like one of the greatest Overwatch games that I've ever had was, it was in the beta, the PlayStation beta, when they were just testing the servers. Holy shit, that was so fun. Like, no comms, no means of like chatting with people. I want to play this Flashy Flash. Yeah, I know, it's very fun. It's called Tetris Effect. It's a very beautiful, very relaxing, and just overall visually and actually sound-wise, it's beautiful too. It's a great game. Excuse me. But yeah, the best game that I ever played was with just a bunch of dudes on, I forgot what the map was called, on the Egypt map in Cairo. We were down to defending the last point there, and nothing was working. We got pushed real hard. There was just no coordination from anywhere. We didn't have enough healers. We didn't have a proper DPS. Our tanks would get very confused with each other. So we just started memeing, right? At some point we ended up having like 2 Mercies going at it, and then and then we were all just started following along and seeing who would play what. And then nearing the end of the game, we ended up... I went as Winston. Someone saw me die as Winston. He played Winston. Someone saw him die as Winston, and then my team just, like, at the end of the game, we're just full Winston. No communication at all. Just full BS Winston. And we ended up winning and stopping the team because they didn't know how to deal with all these fucking shields being dropped all at once. It was so funny. Like, it would just be shield after shield after shield. And then there was like some stupid timing that we had with our ults, where there would always be one ulted Winston going. Or there would, like, we'd work for it and not go at the same time, which was so funny. I had a blast. But then, you know, what happens is you don't put as much time into the game as other people do. Everyone gets very, very good at the game. And then you just feel inadequate and just don't really want to spend the time since your friends don't want to play it as well. And it happens, you know, that just goes with games. You don't want to be shit, or you don't want to be made to feel like shit all the time. Even in casual games too. It wasn't even ranked at the time, and then people were just going so mad. I'll tell you what though, it's so fun. If I probably had more people to play Overwatch with, I'd probably start playing again. Like, no cap. Like, I think I legit put back the hat and start to learn a little and just play more Overwatch. But yeah. It's been a nice stream. It's been very rambly. I don't usually take games seriously, so I can't really relate, but I understand. Yeah, and I don't either. I play for fun, which is why I don't play many multiplayer games, because it's just too much effort and pressure. When I'm supposed to be having a good time and relaxing, I don't want to be raging and tilting, essentially. Like, a lot of people used to make fun of me for not playing MOBAs. But then I would just sit there and be like, I don't tilt. I don't have to tilt and blame my teammates and do whatever. Play multi with me, you can carry me. Don't get mad at me, please. Dog, you'll have to carry me. Alright? Or we'll both just have to find someone who can carry us both. Dude, I'd be down. You know what game I actually want to start playing? I don't know if you would have heard of it, Rika, but there's this game that I watch on Twitch. It's called Hunt. And one of the first streamers that I continued, I started watching consistently and being part of their community, plays that game. And I'm just so interested in just watching that game and seeing just what the game is, and it's very fun. Hunt seems so wild, but also so fun with friends. I'm just afraid to get into it. You can carry me in Rocket League, it's free now? Oh, true, I can probably hop on Rocket League. B, ooh, we're declining in abilities here. Abilities. Dude, I could be down. I watch the Hat Films guys play Tetris a lot. Tetris? Sorry, Rocket League. I watch them play Rocket League.
Come follow me. I'll show you the side of the world, the places that you'll never see.
You make me want to play this real bad. Dude, I 100% suggest this game to anyone. Unless you are sensitive to flashing lights. Then, you know, take care of yourself and don't, if you're, you know, susceptible to seizures, definitely don't play this game. But it's so good. Do it, get it, play it, easy. Easy win, easy time. It's so fun. And if you just have it installed as well, you can literally just pick it up whenever and then be like, alright. Play for like a couple rounds and then just stop and then carry on whatever you wanted to do. For the longest time I would just play Tetris before going to bed and then go to bed. And it was so nice. What's real sad is that it was so hard for me to find this game in stores. Because with my PlayStation, I'm playing on a PlayStation 4 right now. With my PlayStation, I like to buy my games physical, so I can put games on a shelf and look at the games that I have. You know, obviously with Steam and whatnot, I don't do that for my PC games, I have it digital. I mean, can you even buy physical copies of games for PC anymore? It was sad that I couldn't find it, so I had to buy it online. But I think that was the best thing that could have happened to me, because I didn't have to change the game. I just have it here installed and I can just go to the app and just play it. Oh, I didn't have time. There was so little time. Oh shit. Ah. Not be too addicted, already distracted enough as it is right now. You know, fair enough. I feel that. I'll hold off for now, unless it's on Super Sale. Yeah, okay. If it is on Super Sale, I would be disappointed in you if you did not get it. You cannot pass up that opportunity. Dude, I legit wish that I could just play Tetris when I'm at work. Like in between calls while it's quiet. Just hop on for a couple rounds and then see where it takes me. Son of a bitch. Sometimes it takes me nowhere. T-spins. Game, stop giving me the T-spins when you know that I didn't earn it. I earned none of these T-spins. Oh my god, okay, we got one. Okay, yeah, no, not a fan of the singing. Like, sure, some people would love it. Not me. Not my jam. Sorry, Tetris devs. Oh. Oh god. Slow this down so I can cut some lines. Shit, I fucked me. Oh shit, come on. That was not a T-spin game, and you know it. Don't lie to me. It's like Luminese and Tetris had a baby. Yeah. Dude, essentially. What? Was that just given to me? I don't understand. You just want me to get a really good thing here? I'm very confused. What do you want from me, game? Is it because I'm playing poorly that you're giving me this? If so, thank you, but also rude. Oh my god, stop! It's messing with my head. It's legit. What is happening? What? I don't have good blocks to go with in the next level. How do we handle this? Wait. No. No, really? Did we finish it already? It's only been an hour. I think the first time I saw this game around when it first came out, the gameplay video was a dude playing in VR. What a trip that must be. Yeah, oh my god, seeing all the particles just go around you, that would be freaky. Also, imagine if you were like high as well. I wouldn't say drunk, because drunk would probably make you dizzy. But if you were high, you'd be more like stable, I would assume. I swear I'd go cross-eyed. I think I could legitimately like pass out doing that, because that does not seem safe. But did we really do all the levels already? Wow! Still wants to play in VR. I like that. Good format. Good meme format there. Strong format. We almost failed. Or we did fail and we reached the last level. Like, that's not bad. Also, what fell down? Oh, Jesus Christ. spelling of the last name. Muto. I guess we can't skip it. But why would you skip it? It's the people who made it. Celebrate the people who made game.
You were born, something changed. My heart could not contain the miracle of this world.
Tanaka Ito.
And all that it creates. With every passing day, the winds might grow stronger.
I do like this song. This one's a nice song. Do I speak/study Japanese? I don't study, I don't speak it, but I pick up stuff because I watched a lot of wrestling. You thought I was gonna say anime. I barely watch anime, I barely watch anything. I struggle watching stuff. I need to be active doing something while watching. And I also feel very bad because I don't actively watch the thing and engage with what I'm watching with. Anyway, there was a Japanese phase there because I did watch a lot of Japanese wrestling. Very fun, very cool. I'm also surrounded by weebs in my life. My brother, my little brother, my best friend, essentially, is a fucking weeb. I studied Japanese in high school for about a year, but I don't count that because it was your first year in high school and you had to study a subject. It was like that. Oh, why are you judging yourself via me? Stop projecting. I was just asking. That's true. That's true. I shouldn't have. I should not be judgmental of myself. At least through other people, I shouldn't be judgmental on myself. $5 to charge. I just struggle with TV shows, man. Sitting down and watching a thing, but like not YouTube videos for some reason, which is so dumb because they're just as long nowadays. And I would love to get into some anime. I just don't sit down and watch it. Like my friend wanted me to watch, shoot, man, what was that German show? There's that German show on Netflix. I know there's probably plenty. I think it's like called Dark or something. She wanted me to like watch it so she had someone to talk to about it with. And she essentially watched The Last of Us gameplay on YouTube because I was playing it and we wanted to both just like geek over it. Ugh, I feel so sad. I feel bad because I just could not be consistent watching a thing. I feel so... I do legitimately feel dumb because it's such an easy activity to do. I just cannot engage with it. I honestly haven't followed anime since high school. If it's there I might watch it, but I don't got to watch it anymore. It's been so long since I actually followed that scene. There's a lot to keep up with as well. I mean, there's so many different genres. Or were you that type of person that would watch the seasonal animes? My little brother used to be like that. He used to be the seasonal kind of kid. But now he just kind of watches what he wants to watch. wants to watch. Like, I haven't even finished Love is War, and that's like a really sweet anime that I actually like to watch, but my brain just, whenever I say, oh, let's go watch it, just does not want to. For some reason, having a good time watching a show just does not compute in my brain. It's ridiculous. You are a young grasshopper, I have no clue what even is. I'm not young and hip enough. Wait, you like seasonal animes or Love is War? I'm assuming Love is War. It's a very cute show of two students who are madly in love with each other, but don't want to be the first person to admit that they like each other and ask them out. They have to be the one to win and make the other person ask them out. And it's really cute because the way that they framed the show is that if it was an actual battle and like an actual war that was going on between them, and they were two generals competing against each other with strategies and whatnot, and then at the end of the episode they would say who won that episode and that encounter. It's so cute because, God, I don't know, I'm so down for that like adorable love bullshit. Like, that's the kind of relationship that I would want to be in. Not the one where, like, we don't confess our love for each other, but just doing adorable shit that makes you, like, wanna smush your face in your pillow because something really fucking cute just happened, you know? That would be dream come true. It's cute, though. Like, the way that they write the show, the way that they animate it is really cool. It's magic. That show is magic. And I feel bad saying that it is because I haven't finished it. And season 2 is coming out. Like, what the fuck? What am I doing? I'm playing Tetris, that's what I'm wasting my time playing Tetris. It's not a waste of time. I don't even know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I don't know if I have time. Living life, that's what. It is just what it is. Did we do the, is this the credits again? No, please, no. No, I'm not gonna do that again. I appreciate your time very much, game, but I'm not gonna do that credit again. Level 65. Do I stop playing at level 69 and never touch this game again? Hell no. I like the meme. Meme's a bit much sometimes. Alright, my little brother is stuck, and I might have to pick him up, but that might be later. Now these are the game modes that I play if I just want like 5 seconds to just play with the game, or like you know, just a couple minutes to play. These are magical. We gotta clear out those purple blocks. And it's very bright, like so goddamn bright. Like, unnecessarily bright. Not clearing. We ain't clearing nothing. McDonald's will be open. I could do with like an apple pie. That'd be fun. That'd be quite nice. Oh no. But yeah, the reason that I asked is because your pronunciation and intonation is pretty good, so I thought we might be studying that. Well, I try to be respectful, but also just a wrestling nerd. I do want to visit Japan. I want to visit for video games and the wrestling, but like the fucking food. Holy crap. Oh my god, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we... This isn't the game mode. Oh lord. Don't give me that C. Don't give me a purple C. Don't give me XP. Thanks for the XP though. These pro stress I can't wrap my head around. It's called setting yourself up for the next game. Oof. This is actually, I think, one of the... No, it's not the first game that I played on stream. The first game that I played on stream was 2K, NBA 2K. Dude, another thing that I wanted to play on stream just for fun was PGA, the golf game. Because you can customize your character there and like do just some real fun stuff, meme-worthy stuff. And I say meme-worthy, but like it's nothing like stupid or hard. It's stupid, 100% stupid, but it's not even going to be that funny to most people. It'll just be funny for me. Imagine being a pro PGA streamer. You stream the golf game, like, professionally. Like, that would be so funny. And when I say professionally, I mean, like, that's the only game you stream. Like, you're not a variety streamer who picked it up because it was the trend at the time. You just legitimately love golf and you just play it. Ugh, I want to meet that person. I want to meet Dave. Dave from the bar that just has that golf stream, but his golf friends don't understand Twitch, so they're just like, why are you playing golf virtually? Just come out and play with us on the weekends, Dave, for God's sakes. You spend all that time playing that goddamn golf game, you don't even you can't even putt, Dave. What are you doing? Just play golf and work on your swing. Stop trying to be virtual about it, okay? Dave, God. You're a hero. You're a hero to the weekend Twitch streamer, but also the weekend golfer who can't afford to play golf all the time. Because course fees are expensive, and you don't want to pay for that whole annual fee. Nada. No, dog. I don't want to pay all year, especially if half the year is gonna rain. Thank you, Rika. I make myself laugh every day. I feel like a crazy person sometimes because I just make myself laugh because I'm thinking of like the dumbest shit, and people can be like, "What are you laughing about?" And then I explain it to them, and it's not funny to them, but to me, it's just the fucking funniest thing in the world. Like maybe, what if I just make a Dave character, right, for the stream? And then I can just host Dave streams. You know what I mean? Like, what if I just dressed up as a dude named Dave? Who dressed out to play golf. Just to... Oh, that's my best. Hell yeah. Thank you, Dave. And just did Dave streams. It's like what I do with the paper corners. Like, I dress them up. I'll just dress myself up and be Dave for while I play. It'll confuse people, and it'll probably make people like be like, why am I following this channel? But you get to hang out with Dave. The dream. The dream. People just don't see the visions. This level's so fucking good. It's all procedurally generated sounds as well. Not procedurally generated. The sounds are mapped to your movement. And it still stays on beat. That's fucking... Oh, I get blown away by this game all the time. I make myself laugh at the dumbest stuff too, and I make the worst dad jokes. Make puns whenever those people get so sick. You are the type of person that I need to have around in my life, because when I throw shitty puns, I want someone to appreciate them. And not tell me that I'm dumb. Well, tell me that I'm dumb, that's fine. My friends hate it too. Especially when I try to force a pun or wordplay, because I know that it's there, and then they catch themselves doing it as well, and then they just hate me for it. It's the best. It's the most magical thing that I could feel. Forcing someone to be punny while, you know, they have a strong hatred for it. But I have the type of humor... The worse the pun, the funnier. Yeah. I feel. I have the type of humor, though, that was born because of podcasts and YouTube. You know, there's a culture of, I wouldn't say it's even bits. I don't even, like, start bits. They're not even bits. It's more of just a riffing culture where you just keep the joke going for as long as you can, or just build on top of the joke as much as you can until someone breaks and they can't, because we've just gone too far and it's too dumb. Like that, I love riffing off of people and just going with the joke and just seeing where it takes us. And when you're with the right people as well, you can just keep adding layers and layers and layers and layers to the joke. And then you just all of a sudden have a brand new thing. But some people just don't follow, and they just like hit the punchline that they're planning, which is, you know, perfectly fine. I just like exploration and taking things too far, not in a means to like be malicious or mean, but just taking things too far to where we just have no clue where to go from there. Oh, Enrica, if you like that type of humor, you should watch, see, a thing that I religiously watched, and essentially was just a TV show on YouTube. It's a YouTube channel called SugarPine7. They made these things called alternative lifestyle vlogs, which essentially blurred the reality of real life and YouTube. So it was like a nice little... Like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't the idea at the time because they were just vlogs, but it was a nice, like, commentary on what you can and can't believe on YouTube because of what they show, and, you know, the dramatization, can't say the word, dramatization of just things on YouTube and the content that's shown there. Like, they write bits for fun, and they just riff off of each other and just talk shit and do whatever. They have like ongoing storylines, which is cool. And they just, essentially, it was just a really fun channel. They just burnt out because they were making too much content in such a short amount of time that it wasn't a creative, fun thing for them anymore, which, you know, sucks. Because you'd want the creators that you're watching to be enjoying what they make. So they had to cancel the channel and call it off, which, you know, is a bummer. But I respect the decision. You gotta be happy with what you do. But it's good. Season 1 and 2 are my favorite seasons. Obviously, this is the start, and like when it was brand new and fresh. Are we really gonna lose again? Come on, buddy. Don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to yourself. You have to upload this VOD later. There you go. There you go. Here you go. I got like 6 lines to go. Messed that one up. I'm not gonna beat my high score. I need to get over 300 probably for an A. That's another B. I'm just getting B's. I really want to get an A, but I don't know how. And I'm too stubborn to find out how. My workmate's been playing, what's that song called? Oh, it's literally called Weak by Kiana Liddy. And the chorus is just playing in my head. How's it go? Can my heart start beating triple time with thousand? And it's not even the OG version. He plays a remix version or a cover, and it's so good. It's such a good cover. I haven't asked him what cover and who it is. I should. I probably should. But it's such a good version. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, if we had a third one, that would have been... a fucking full clear would have been lit. Sorry, I'll be running back soon. What? Sorry, I'll be back soon. Running around to my death. What does that mean? I hope that doesn't mean anything bad. For real. What does that mean? Don't die. Don't die. Anyway. Huh? Shit. But also, if you need a BRB, that's fine. I should have realized this is probably just a BRB message. Oh my god. Okay, look, legitimately, my brain has been so stuck on this whole idea of just being a Dave. Like, what if we just did that Dave stream? Would I have to wear like a hat and a mustache? Would I need to... What would I have to do? What would I have to do to fully commit to the character? So Dave... Okay, what is Dave? Who is Dave? Dave loves golf. It's his life and blood. Major pastime, but he also just can't afford to play golf all the time because course fees are expensive, and using the greens all the time would be too much. I would have to learn so much golf lingo. Am I ready for that? Yeah, we probably could. We could even play Wii Golf. Holy shit, what if I just played Wii Golf as Dave? Like, what if we had like practice swing sessions where we did the Dave session? So instead of playing PGA, we just play Wii Golf for a bit. I don't know. The Dave thing might be a bit too weird for people. But also, it's more for me, and that sounds like a really just fucking dumb, but hella fun thing to do. I would have to ask my friends about golf lingo. Some of my friends play golf. Some of my friends are actually those rich people that play golf. But not every weekend. Well, actually, no. I think he could play golf if he wanted to every weekend. Iffy. Questionable. Well, there you go. There you go. Then again, I could just do that for, like, every single game that I play, you know? Like, legitimately have a character put out for all the games that I play. Like how, again, like how I dress up the paper corner, you know? That is like a good little thing to do. Not to do. To just like set up. Like if I played the WWE 2K games, I'd just put on my old wrestling gear. Well, that would be not cool for me because I'm not the same shape that I was back then. But I could dress up as other wrestlers. I still have the weird John Cena merch that I got for that one Halloween. Got the classic WWE World or WWF World Title belt that I bought for that costume, even though John Cena never was part of the WWF. He was a later dude. Look, don't question me about my wrestling stuff. I know some stuff, just not perfect. And they didn't have the spinner belt. Okay, look, they didn't have the spinner belt for sale. I really wanted to dress up as John, but also no one would understand the joke unless I had a belt, so I did the belt. Can we also like just stop and consider how good of a role model John Cena is? Not in terms of like a human being. Well, even as a human being, he's great. He just doesn't... Okay, he's not obviously perfect. He's John Cena. But the whole idea of him being a philanthropist, an intelligent dude, someone who was very committed to the business, went off to do acting. You know, he's done the most, oh god, what is it called? The most Make-A-Wishes. Like, John's a decent dude. And he's very motivational, he's very chill. Yes, he can't commit to long-term relationships, but he's like... he's the idol that I would never want to meet. Like, never want to meet. Because this image that I have of John Cena right now, like, is very pure and wholesome. Besides the relationship thing. But it's very pure, you know? I've got this image of him where I'm like, hell yeah, he's great. But then it'll break my heart to find out that he was, you know, if he was a complete asshole. Which I'd like to believe he's not. I'd like to believe that he, you know, can be quite mean and has his moments, but I don't think he's an asshole. I would hope that he wasn't an asshole. Actually, no, I think AJ Styles. Seeing if AJ Styles was like an actual jerk, I think that would destroy me. Because I loved that man so much as growing up as a kid. My favorite fucking wrestler. He's so good. He's so talented. Like, he was doing a lot of huge spots back then. Like, just a lot of fucking flips and whatever, and just sacrificing his body for the entertainment of people. But then as I started to like grow up a bit and see like the intricacies of wrestling and how you tell a story through wrestling, he's just so good at selling the story at hand. Because for me, like, if you're a good wrestling match is one that you forget is an actual like show. You believe the characters are actually fighting. You believe that there's something on the line. And 9 times out of 10, actually like 10 times out of 10, AJ Styles would sell that match to me and make me believe that he was fighting for a win and fighting for the win and to see that who's the best. Like, just the ability to, I mean, I guess most of it also comes from my end where I'm throwing out my own brain? What the fuck? What the fuck am I saying? Not my own brain, but like my own grip on reality? That's not even what I wanted to say. But that's also kind of true. When you do watch TV shows and you like get into it, you lose your grip on reality for a second because you get so invested. But that, you know what I mean? It's not that scary, but also at the same time, not that deep. What am I even trying to say? Anyway, AJ was great, okay? Any wrestler that makes me believe that the match is going on. Johnny Gargano was good at this. Tommaso Ciampa was good at this. I say was because I haven't watched wrestling in a very long time. Actually, most of the NXT matches were very good at making me believe that they were just some superhuman athletes doing battle in a ring. You know, you gotta throw away some stuff when you watch shows. And your grip on reality is one of them. Why is it the grip on reality? Why do I have the... Maybe I just don't have a grip on reality. Like, maybe that's just like a... And I know people don't like it, or don't like his science. Like a Freudian slip. Also, my brother needs to get picked up, so I will just finish this game and then pick him up. And then probably go to bed. I don't really have a big day planned tomorrow. It's just going to some dinner with some friends. Actually, my sister's coming over. And we'll have dinner, lunch actually. Lunch with the family. That'll be fun. You know, being good at Tetris is like... I'm not gonna say that I'm good at Tetris, I'm okay at Tetris. Being good at Tetris is like being good at cardistry. It's such a specific skill. And apart from, you know, that whole feeling of satisfaction and ASMR when you see like a full clear or a Tetris, that's the same thing with cardistry. You just watch the cards do really cool things that are really satisfying to watch visually. But also there's like not a lot of real world applications for Tetris and for cardistry. It's kind of very specific to what it is. Like sure, with Tetris you know how to fit blocks together, but I'm pretty sure you'd know how to fit blocks together and like fill a car boot up with your stuff without saying Tetris. We just associate it with Tetris. Anyway, we're gonna end there. Didn't stream for too long. Okay. Well, finally dead. What happened? Where did you even go? I'm also just gonna go raid. We have a couple people here. Hello, people who showed up. I appreciate you hanging out. I think we had like 29 people at one point. I didn't believe it. I thought there was probably some glitch on Steam. Twitch, what am I doing? I need to stop. I need to stop. Oh, you're playing Apex. Alright, cool. Running around to my... That makes sense. Who do we raid? Are there other Tetris people playing Tetris? Any other Tetris Effect folk? Nope, it's just me. I can't raid myself. Streamer life paper, get used to it. Thank you for streaming though. Get something nice to eat. I will. I just want to figure out who to raid. What's Kimbo playing? She's doing crafts. Let's do some crafts. Yeah, let's not go with Astra. Astra's a bit heavy for me right now. Yeah, let's go. I think she's painting her diva gun. That's fun. I mean, I'm not going to be able to stay long, but I'd appreciate if people hung out for the raid. That'd be lit. That'd be litty. Thank you everyone who showed up. Thank you Rika for hanging out. Thank you Nits for hanging out. Lazy Potato, thank you so much for the follow. And the 29 people that I disappointed. No, I'm kidding. 29 people that popped by. I don't know if my thing didn't work or if there was a raid that happened that I missed out on. Yeah, let's raid. Kimbo. Start the raid. I'll see you guys next time. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself well. Play some Tetris if you need to relax and get some good food, because I'm gonna get some good food. Alright, I love you guys a lot. Thank you so much for popping by. Peace.